was driving down the road.
He was driving down the road. Yeah, go ahead.
And he was like a few cars behind, like about 5 cars behind.
Keep going.
And he thought that I might be with her, so he was following to see if I was with her. And then he seen that.
Don't tell me what he saw. I'm just asking you where he was.
He was coming down the same road, but he was a couple cars behind. So as I stepped out of the car.
He pulled into the parking lot.
He didn't pull in the parking lot.
He didn't?
No.
He was just driving by.
Yes, and he recognized.
He was driving by.
It was a traffic jam.
Tell me your name.
My name is Cesar Angeles. I was like 6, 7 cars behind him. I seen him driving. He called me earlier in the day. I was at the studio. And I seen him.
What studio?
Greenhouse Records. We rap, so, you know.
Who raps?
Me and our crew.
What about him?
No, he's just my guy. He's my son's uncle. So I know him. And then I was following him. I seen him driving, and I was following him, and it was like a traffic jam right in Encinos. It's a busy intersection. And I was in the traffic jam, and I seen it all happen. He was trying to get out the car, and she pushed him. She pushed him really hard and smacked him. And I was like, dang, what's going on? And I looked at her, and I was like, and I was right there, right in front of Encinos. She smacked him, and then all I seen, he smacked him, and then he said something to her and kicked her car. And then the traffic jam stopped, and I had to keep on driving, and I turned around, and then I came back and picked him up.
Step up here. Tell me your last name.
Ashman.
You were in the front passenger seat, is that right?
Yes.
Did you see Miss Burke slap the defendant?
Yes.
Of course you did. You slapped him in the face. Good girl. Have a seat. How come you left that out, Miss Burke?
It all happened so fast.
Miss Burke, how come you left that out?
I didn't mean to leave it out. I may have slapped him in the face, but I wasn't intentionally trying to slap him in the face. I was trying to push him away from me because he had pushed me.
No. You intentionally slapped somebody in the face.
I didn't intentionally slap him.
Yes. The same way you intentionally slap someone in the face, that's the same way you intentionally kick a car.
But he pushed me, and I don't appreciate
No, you pushed him first.
I didn't push him first.
Yes,
I tried to get him back in the car.
Listen to me. You just testified that you pushed him first. That's what you testified to 2 seconds ago.
Because he threatened me.
No, he didn't.
He said he was going to mess up my car if he got out.
That's not threatening you. That's threatening your car.
Okay, he threatened my car.
That's why you put your hands on
my
him.
property.
You don't seem to understand that you can't put your hands on somebody, madam. You cannot put your hands on somebody.
He put his hands on me.
No, you put your hands on him first. And just because he's a male and you're a female, that doesn't give you an advantage.
He hit me before.
Listen to me. I don't care about before. I care about that day and what you say to me here today.
Okay.
And if what you're telling me is what it seems that you're telling me is you're allowed to put your hands on him, but he's not allowed to put his hands on you.
No.
Well.
If somebody hit somebody, somebody should hit him back. And if somebody pushed me, he has no right to push me in a way I felt uncomfortable.
You pushed him first.
I just kind of pushed him back in the car. I didn't want him to get out and,
You pushed him first.
But he did agree to pay me. I have it on tape.
You pushed him first. I'm trying to get you to talk about the truth.
Okay.
And to have some understanding that you can't put your hands on somebody.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Because if you put your hands on somebody and they react badly, pay attention. You're thinking instead of listening. You are not receiving. I want you to try to receive.
I understand that.
You can't. You understand what?
I understand that I have to receive what you're telling me.
And what am I telling you?
That I have no right to touch anybody.
Because what happens if you put your hands on somebody?
They react.
And what can happen if they react?
They can kick my car.
Or hurt you.
Or hurt me.
And he chose to kick your car rather than to slap you back.
He shook me.
Miss Burke, I think you're a fibber. Darling.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Her boyfriend tried to pound it out with a hammer.
No.
Did anybody touch this car? It looks like somebody touched this car.
I tried to push out the dent.
And she's not a certified mechanic. She's worsening the damage.
That was stupid.
And later today.
I care very much about my cat.
I don't care about you. You told her in June you were going to be coming for the cat, but you didn't go there until July. That's 6 months.
I went there several times.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Breanne Burke says ex-boyfriend Daniel Boma kicked her car. Daniel admits to it, but says it was retaliation for getting slapped in the face.
I think you're a fibber, and I think you're trying to contort this story to make it most favorable to you. Fortunately, you bring your own witness who tends to corroborate what he says. I believe he saw what he saw.
But
this young man who, at first I said, oh, that's convenient, somebody just driving by and witnessing the whole thing. I believe him. And you don't seem to get it. you bear a responsibility. You put your hands on somebody.
I
You're not,
understand that.
you're not permitted to do that. And if they react badly, you still bear a certain responsibility.
Right.
Instead of slapping you in the face, he kicked your car. Which would you prefer?
He could have slapped me in the
Which
face.
you prefer that he hit you instead of your car?
Yeah, that's going to cost so much money. And he has agreed to pay it, though. Even though he did kick it,
He
has
agreed to pay it. Then what are you doing here?
I have it all on tape that he agreed to pay it, but he's not
Pay
paying.
careful attention. Oh, you mean he's not paying? He said he was going to
He
pay
said
for
he
it.
was, but he's not.
How much is the cost of the dent?
900. I have the estimates right here. Would you like to see?
How old is your car?
It's a 95 Neon.
Let me see it, please.
Okay. I have pictures in the.
I would like to see the dent that he put in your car. You mean right in the back?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that looks like 2 dents.
It was a big dent.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Sure.
What happened was, when he kicked the car, there was